being an auspicious day, today being Ekadashi, the 11th day, before Deepavali, that falls on Monday. It is a very good day to start. All the more, it is a Thursday too, Guruvar. That is what they call for Thursday. We start through English language. This Bhagawath Vachanamrutham talks with Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. That is what we are going to look at. In simple English, first to digest the magnanimous truth behind WhoAmI inquiry, the great depths of truth that lie in this treasure called I, the egoistic I. That is what is WhoAmI, self-enquiry. This we are going to look through Bhagavan's own words, through his Vachanamrutham. I will start sharing a screen. Through which we will get into what is behind those words, what he actually experiences as jnana. What does he say about the words, the terminologies which are used in the questions, as well as his answers, what they pinpoint, how they pinpoint, what kind of the truth it is. All these things will go through his own words, through Bhagavat Vachanamrutham. Now I will start sharing a screen to you. Here the word, the letter D represents the disciple who is asking the question, and M Maharishi, Bhagavan, Ramana Maharshi. This comes in the page of Talks with Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. I will show you the book itself. With the cover, I will show you the book itself. So this is the book. You please have this book. In this, page 30. In this page, this content comes there in that page number 30. What is the nature of the reality? This is a question from the disciple. So, disciple means what? One who wants to discipline himself. He has already comprehended or understood something about the reality. He has in his ideas, in his opinions. What is reality? So the same thing he places to Bhagavan as what is the nature of reality? He means something real, which he has understood according to himself. And he poses this question to Bhagavan to realize what is that reality. Is it according to his own understanding he has made already, or is it something else? Bhagavan immediately, part by part, as A, B, C, D, he goes on explaining. First statement he gives under A, existence without beginning or end, eternal. This is what he says. Existence without beginning or end. Existence means, for the questioner as well as for the Bhagavan, what does it mean by existence? Bhagavan means timeless, spaceless, infinite manifestation, in which the questioner also is there, confined within his body, and three states of separate existence. What are those three states of separate existence? This disciple is asking the question in his waking state, So according to him, the reality must be made up of basically the waking state. Because he doesn't undergo, he is not in the other states called the three states, especially the dream state and the deep sleep state. He is exclusively taken the reality to be that of waking state. And he asks this question, what is the nature of reality? Bhagavan also, he starts the answer by bringing the same waking state existence. Waking state existence is what? It is the complete manifestation made out of all five elements, right from space, air, fire, water, air, all the five elements, all put together, gases, chemicals, everything, the matter of inertia and the life forms, names and forms. Then he says this manifestation itself is eternal. How can it be eternal? This is another question the disciple should actually will land in. Next, he segregates it by the part B, says existence everywhere, endless, infinite, limitless, endless, everywhere. All these three words, everywhere, endless, infinite, all three words represent existence in their spatial dimensions. Spatially, it is everywhere. The manifestation is everywhere. The manifestation is endless. The manifestation is infinite, limitless. Like that. First, he said it is eternal. That is always. Always. That represents time without beginning and end. Eternally, it has been existing and it is existing everywhere, endlessly, infinitely. Then comes the third statement, existence underlying all forms, all changes, all forces, all matter, and all spirit. Here, he takes a complete paradigm shift from the physical aspects of a human being's conception of reality. The questioner, the disciple, asked, what is the nature of reality? What he meant by reality here is complete the waking state appearances, the complete cosmos. What Bhagavan did in the first two statements, namely A and B, he said it is without beginning, that is, the names and forms, the complete manifestation made up of five elements, infinite space, everything all put together without beginning and end. The manifestation is also without beginning and end. And through the statement of B, he says it is everywhere endless, infinite, endless, limitless, filling. Manifestation fills everything. And in the third statement, completely he transcended the whole manifestation in the statement C, existence underlying all forms. Existence underlying all forms. That is complete waking state manifestation which an individual, especially a human being, experiences as the cosmos, the grandest cosmos. So here completely it takes a paradigm depth in driving him and pinpointing him, showing him existence underlying all forms, that is complete names and forms, all changes, all forces, all matter, material things, and all spirit also. All spirit. What is that? What does he mean by spirit? See, here we apprehend, we see our, perceive our physical body. We also see the complete names and forms of the complete cosmos throughout waking state. We see externally as well as those external names and forms have their abode within our mind, subtly, mentally, as our ideas, as our concepts of time and space, names and forms, understanding, ignorance, all put together. That is what he represents. Even these things are not that. What he says, these states of existence of this in the subtle body called as mind, our thoughts, then in our intellect, as our emotions, as our dualities of feelings, and the very embodiment of all these two faculties, that is intellect and mind, is the ego. That is what he says. Even because during deep sleep state, we are devoid of everything. There is no cosmos. There is no seer of the cosmos. There is no mindiness. There is no residue of any subtle body movements at all. That is thought, feelings, egoistic tendencies. Nothing exists. But still, something else envelops. That is the transcendent existence in the statement under C. Existence underlying all forms, all changes, all forces, all matter, and all spirit. By this, what Bhagavan meant is, please, this is sheer common sense. Just look at it. It transcends, but it includes the waking, the dreaming, and the deep sleep state. Now, the question is asked in the waking state. And in the during deep sleep, what is enveloping is complete not knowingness. We are an embodiment of ignorance. We just don't know who we are. We don't feel the life throb in the physical body. Even our lives are not born. And there is nothing called as the other concept called on some day this is going to die. So no fear, nothing, absolute blissfully, we are all asleep during deep sleep. Out of the deep sleep, there is something emerging, not as waking state, very, very subtly as mind, intellect, and ego. It creates a dreamer without a physical body. It creates his dream world also with it without physical forms, without physical growth. But we undergo lots of experiences very, very finely during our deep sleep. We suffer, we enjoy, we have all kinds of emotions. We very, very pinpointedly undergo all the pains, sufferings, pleasures. Everything is being undergone. But who is undergoing that? It is done by the ego. Ego has already embedded itself with all these tendencies, and out of nowhere, it creates a world, it undergoes dualities of feelings. So, this is one state. And deep sleep state is complete oblivion. Bhagavan, what has he done by the statement C? He simply said existence underlying all forms, all changes, all forces. Because whatever exists as a force in the physical universe, very, very subtly, already imprinted in our ego also, as our tendencies through the intellect as well as in the mind. That is why we attach ourselves through this body and we express our life through various actions, attachments, etc. So here, this existence, especially Bhagavan, he completely takes us away from these three states of existences, namely the basic state, deep sleep, where nothing exists, still there is an existence. That is what he says. And out of this dream, deep sleep state, arises a subtle mental dreamer with his dream world and a gross physical attachments of names and forms. There, a physical enjoyer or one who lives, one who undergoes dualities of feelings. Like this, it has got attached to all the objective knowledges that has hidden in him as tendencies through waking and dream. All these things are consists of manifestation. This is also gone. Even one who has completely oblivion to all this manifestation is also transcended, is the third statement in which Bhagavan takes us to the real self through by answering this question. There comes the fourth, the next line. The many change and pass away phenomena. That is objective. Everything is objective. So the moment when one wakes up, whether he thinks or not, even under this thing, cover, what does he undergo? He identifies himself as his own thinker. He identifies himself as the feeler. He wants to express himself. Still, eyes not opened under the blanket. He undergoes all these things. So the many change and pass away phenomena, these are all happening. Even the three states are continuously happening in the third statement existence within quotes. That state that has been going on. Whereas the one always endures, noumenon. That is what he says as the proper answer. The reality is the third statement, existence underlying all forms, all changes, all forces, all matter, and all spirit. But it doesn't have a form. It doesn't undergo any change. Yes, naturally. See, when we are asleep, what happens? There is no subjective person at all to feel the heart throb, the physical existence. And psychology never arises. Who is there? Complete oblivion, darkness, not knowingness. That is what is called as ignorance. That is also termed as causal body. The causal body is nothing but complete darkness. This I, which now talks through me as well as you, who listens as you, is already veiled oblivion of the true self. This he pinpoints. These are all not the reality at all. These realities are also included in that, but these are not that. So it is transcending all these things, but that is the basis. These things come and go. These things don't have any existence at all on their own. They are being revealed to one. When a thought pops up, it is popping up as if my thought in the self, in the supreme self, one transcendent self. That doesn't have a form, but my thought has a clear cut idea, a desire, a seeking, a craving, a clinging, whatever be it. But it has clear cut these kinds of desires or motivated feelings that this being wants to undergo and experience, whereas the transcendent state never arises. So, whatever, however, one may undergo different changes throughout one's 24-hour, 24 by 7 lifetime, these things happen out of that. These things don't have any existence, but that has existence, but that will never arise in a form. So we cannot try it through our thoughts, that is especially mind. We cannot try it through our intellect, by our understanding, by our knowing, our complete our or mine or my mental cravings. All these things are to be seen actually within us. This seeing will pave the way to awaken the real, the I. The real I is the self's I, the I of the self. That alone, actually, in its presence, everything shines, everything gets shown, everything is shown, everything is enlightened. Otherwise, they don't have existence at all. There is no meaning for everything at all. It alone has self-luminance, supreme awareness as its abode. That never arises or never subsides or disappears. This is the truth. We will continue in our next session. With this, we will continue. We will end this session. Thank you.